Sweet Jesus! Oh, we doing this? This is the Cove commuter speaker. It's a portable Bluetooth speaker. Works with your phone, tablet, computer, whatever you want to connect Bluetooth with. It also comes with a regular aux cable if you want to just connect it manually to a headphone jack or anything like that. But this thing, the sound is incredible. And get this. This is probably my favorite thing about this. It has, I'm just gonna set you guys down here for a second. It has a freaking subwoofer in the bottom. I thought it was gonna be a gimmicky thing. It's not. It legit makes this thing sound so much better. Like I said, Bluetooth 4.1 works up to 30 feet away. The thing lasts like 8 hours on a battery charge. Super awesome. And Cove hooked me up with a 65% off. 65% off discount for you guys. If you want to check it out, I'll have the link to this thing down in the description. Use it in your garage, set it up while you're building, working on your bike, stick it in your backpack and take it to school. The thing sounds incredible. I'm really liking this thing. Oh, and you can take your calls on it. The thing has a built-in microphone, so you can just use that as a really fancy giant speakerphone. Cove, thanks for sponsoring this video. But I'm gonna go get cleaned up and let's go ride this Zero electric motorcycle with Chase and Dan. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Wow Motorcycles. This is Do It With Dan. We are riding these electric motorcycles today. If you missed it, I did a video recently on the Zero FXS, which is the supermoto that they make. Pretty nice. I think it's got about 85 mile per hour top speed. This is their 7.2 kilowatt hour battery. Good for like 57 miles of combined range, about 100 miles of straight highway. Not bad. Is that a great foot peg? I can't really see that. Oh, nice. I do see it now. I do. So that's the FXS, the supermoto. This is the Zero SR, which is their naked sport bike. As you can see, we got sport bike tires. And then this is the DSR. D, I assume, for dual sport, because it's got the knobbies. I believe it's got a softer suspension setup. We got a nice blue shock. I think that adds a lot of off-road horsepower. Very nice. I'll be riding that one later, but today I'm riding the DSR, and we're going to be talking a lot about what this bike is and what it offers over all of these and the other models of the DS. I don't know what this is. What? Yo, I've got storage room. Hey, do you guys need to put any of your stuff in here? You got any stuff that you want me to put in my my trunk right here?
No, I don't. That is convenient that you do have frontal trunk space.
Yeah, I do have some trunk space if you need me to put anything in here. You know what? I got some extra batteries. I'm totally gonna forget these in here. You know what? Those are just gonna rattle around, create noise. But if you had something that you wanted to put in here, you know, you put your gloves in there. Maybe put a little sleeping bag, a little compact tent. I love the look of this black and gold. This looks real nice. Ooh, this is significantly heavier than the supermoto, which makes sense, but it's very noticeable. But yeah, I'd recommend you guys go watch my first ride on the Zero FXS. I go over a lot of just electric motorcycles in general and how electric vehicles kind of work. And I'm sure we'll talk about it a little for this one, but let's go ahead and turn this one on. All we got to do is turn the key. And of course there's going to be no sound compared to that rumbling bike right there. So it's flashing green, that means I can't go yet. Now it's good. It's like, I guess it syncs between the dash and the motor, but now that it's solid, we're good to go. The kill switch switched to on, so it should be, yep, it's going right now. Now, just like on the supermoto, I'm going to start off in eco mode. Get used to this a little bit before we really step it up. You know what? I'm used to it now. I'm used to it. God, they sound so weird from behind. So I think the Supermoto, the FXS, maxes out about 60 miles per hour when in eco mode. This one seems like it's got a little bit higher speed limit. I don't know what the eco mode speed limit is. We might be able to find out here in a little bit. Chase is gonna drain through that battery so fast. We're going on a little ride up to I think it's called Red Top Mountain. But let's go ahead and talk a little about Zero motorcycles. Zero is one of the main and most well-known brands of electric motorcycles, and they've got a few different models. They've got their Supermoto, they got their naked sport bike, and then they have their kind of dual sport bike. So on the most basic DS, you're gonna get about 82 miles of range and I think 34 horsepower. And this goes all the way up to 204 miles of range and 70 horsepower for the fully kitted out DSR with the extra battery pack. Dang, that Supermoto is very quick compared to that naked bike. I'm curious what modes they're in. I think they're both in sport mode right now. Now, if you're unfamiliar with electric vehicles, they come with different battery capacities. Now, the base battery capacity on the DS is going to be 7.2. Then you've got the option for the 13 kilowatt hour battery pack. And if you opt for the DSR, it's going to come standard with the 14.4 kilowatt hour battery pack. Now you can add on to the 13 or the 14.4 with their 3.6 power tank option, which is going to give you an extra 3.6 kilowatt hours of battery, and that's what's going to get you the max of 204 miles of range on the DSR. All right, so 70 is the limit on the DSR in eco mode. Dude, it feels so nice. And surprisingly, these knobby tires they're not rough. Like I'm sure if I switched right on to the SR right there, that I'd notice maybe a subtle difference in the smoothness of the ride, but it doesn't feel like you're riding a dirt bike or anything. Ooh, Dan's in sport mode. You know what, we're gonna switch to sport mode as well.
That's so crazy how there's no sound.
Dude, it's so like lackluster. You just go and there's like no fanfare, there's no extreme sound. I rewatched the video of the spring break ride up in Dallas from a couple years ago when Dan came out there, and he did a burnout on his Magna, and that thing, it just like intoxicates you. It takes over your body. It's so loud, like the feel of the sound was insane. Dude, oh god, that sport mode, yo. Yeah, pretty soft suspension. Jesus! Holy crap, dude. Oh my god. Oh my. That power is so much more insane than on the Supermoto. Jeez.
Y'all have been doing like speed things. And
probably just took 10% off the bottom.
Yeah, bro, you're gonna run out of battery. So Chase back there is on the Supermoto, and it's only got 100 miles of city range, but we're going faster than city riding. And of course, he's want to be testing out the power on acceleration. Fortunately, on these bikes, they come with standard outlet chargers, so you can just plug it into like any old wall outlet anywhere and juice up. Unfortunately, with a standard outlet, there's not a whole lot of power. So it takes a long time. I think on the Supermoto, it's got a 7.2 kilowatt hour battery, and so it takes about 10 hours to fully charge that thing through a regular outlet. But if you've got the charge tank option, which is not to be confused with the power tank option, then you can use one of the standard J1772 charging ports. For example, pretty much like every Whole Foods has charging stations. A lot of airports have charging stations. Some gyms, some apartment complexes, a lot of different places have charging ports where you can charge, and many of them are for free. Oh, we doing this? Oh, I didn't. Jeez, that's 80 miles an hour right there. God, that's fast. Bye, Chase. Oh God, there's Chase! Oh no! Chase is slower! Oh God! 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 Oh man! Were you trying to die?
A little bit, yeah. This whole living thing's getting too old.
Now, something else that I talked about in the FXS ride that I did was the regenerative braking. And what that's going to do is use the motor to generate power to recharge the battery when you slow down. So you just let off, and right there it's, you know, getting some power to the battery. And you can adjust the amount that regenerative braking provides. The higher it is, the more it's going to slow you down. So if you ride a motorcycle, you'll be familiar with engine braking. When you let off the throttle, the engine starts slowing you down, and that power is just lost to heat on a regular bike. This one, it's going to get you more range because it's charging up the battery. But I mentioned that it was a lot lower than I thought on the FXS than I thought it would be. On the Tesla, it's pretty strong, and I really like that that feel. And honestly, if it's going to recharge your battery, why wouldn't you want it? Because then you just learn to balance the throttle for how much you want to slow down, and it becomes less about using gas and brake and more of just modulating the throttle. You save your brake pads and rotors that way too. But I don't know why it's so low, like factory, on these. The suspension is certainly pretty soft on this DSR, so if you're going to be doing a ton of street, it might be too soft for you. Oh, look at that scenery. Man, that water is like glass. But yeah, I was mentioning to Chase what the battery options were on the different bikes. So you might be wondering what they get you. Now with the absolute base DS, it's a 7.2 kilowatt hour battery. It's going to get you 34 horsepower and 82 miles of city range. Then if you upgrade to the 13 kilowatt hour battery on the DS, you're going to get 60 horsepower. Then the DSR is their performance model, so it's going to make more power. It's going to make 70 horsepower compared to the 60 that you can get on the upgraded DS. I think it's around 160 for just the base 14.4 kilowatt hour on the DSR, and then 204 miles of city range on the 14.4 with the power tank option. I really do love the sound on these things. It's just so pleasant to ride. Don't have to worry about wearing any earbuds or earplugs or anything like that to make sure that your head's not ringing when you're done riding. Hey Dan, Chase has only got so much battery. Is this all part of your plan to drain his battery? Not gonna lie, one of the best things about having no engine or exhaust sound is that I can easily hear the beep on my GoPro when I start and stop it. This is so nice up here. Nice and cool, shaded, twisty roads. Man, this suspension is not made for doing a ton of twisty roads here. It's so rocky. And it just freaking dives when you brake. Hey, bridge! Oh, this is awesome. So cool. Yeah, geez, freaking suspension. It's nice. I'm sure it would be outstanding off-road. All right, time to find a charging port at the gas station. Right there, bro. Charging for the first time. Alrighty, pull our little charging cable out of here. Yeah, here's this one right here, and we'll plug it in. Check around back. I don't see any ports over here. Yeah, there's no indication that it's charging. My guess is there's no power to that outlet. There's something over there. I'm going to check it real quick to see if it works. Alright, so I'm going to check out this port over here. It's in a little bit sketchy of a position. but that's okay because we're on the dual sport version. Oh God. Alright, let's try this. Plug you in. And nothing. That had a light on it. Hey, it's charging. I just had to hit the reset button on the little GFCI, the trip thing. All right, so let's see how this is. 2 hours and 43 minutes, I think. That's what it's saying to get from 70 to 100% charge. Got a little flashing green light, and we're good to go. So that's gonna be it for the first ride of the Zero Motorcycles DSR. I'll be riding the SR soon, I'm sure I will.
Stole the man's ice machine.
You unplugged the ice machine?
It's okay. It's hot.
We got Chase charging up so he can get back just fine. I think he would have made it anyways. He had over 50% of battery. But that is that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If there's a bike that you guys want to see me ride, make sure to leave it down in the comments. If there's anything that you guys want to know about the bike that I didn't mention here in the video, just let me know. You guys have been awesome. I've been Motonosity. You can get any of my merch at motonosity.com/shop. Remember, life's better with horsepower. Keep a life lived. And I'll see you guys in the next one.